someone is preparing biryani out there. Can you smell it? Oh no, so sad. But think, if I bring a plate of biryani here, what will happen? Without smelling it, you come to salivate. Now, what has happened and how it happens? For knowing that, we have to know our 5 sense organs. One of which is important is olfaction. That is the smelling process. Now, today we will discuss about this smelling process as olfaction, how it happens. First point, you first have to understand that our nose is the main region from where we will perform this olfaction. Now, when we smell something like a rose or a lemon, how we will differentiate between these 2 types of smells, right? You know how many types of smells we can differentiate and how many receptors we have within our nose? We differentiate 1 trillion of smells by only 400 receptors which is placed inside our nose. How surprising, right? So, how we will do that and where these receptors resides? You have to know that, right? So, this is our nasal cavity. So, when from here any smell goes inside, what happens? If I look like this, what will happen? Here is a 3 concas are there. The most upper concha is called the superior concha. There we have a mucous membrane, what we can see here, right? This mucous membrane, when a smell goes as a particle, it dissolves in the mucous membrane within the mucus. What happens then? Then it enters into a mucous epithelium, which is called our receptor. Where it resides? Just above the superior concha, as you see here, right? Here our sense organ resides, and what component they have? They have 4 types of cells. One is the receptor cells that have shears projected into the membrane, that is called the mucous membrane, from where it collects the signals of different types of smell and responds accordingly. Actually, these cells are bipolar neuron. So, what's a bipolar neuron, friends? The neurons that have 2 poles and 2 different poles. One has the cilia, another has unmyelinated neurons, right? So, this is a bipolar neuron. Apart from that, support is required, right? To do the work, there is another cells are there. This is called as supporting cells. They support the cells. Another way we can tell them as a sustentacular cells. Apart from these 2 cells, we have another cell there, right? Which is called the basal cells or the stem cells of the olfactory system. With the stem cells, we know that a cell that can differentiate to any type of cell is called a stem cell. These basal cells do the same in the olfactory system. They can differentiate into any type of receptor cell whenever a receptor cell dies, so that we don't have any lack of the receptor cells within our nose after death of any cell, right? Okay, so after collecting the signals, this goes to another level of the brain region, is a gray matter which is called the olfactory bulb by a bony system is called the capriform plate. And now where the capriform plate is placed, we can look in the picture, right? So whenever this nose separated bone, it goes to this region, what happens? It forms a perforated plate, you can see in the picture, right? This plate is called the capriform plate, from where the nerve fibers goes to the brain region. Now there is a bulb-like structure you can see in the picture. This bulb-like structure is called the olfactory bulb, where we have several types of cells like tufted cell and basal cells and metral cells. These cells collects the information information from the axons, which is coming from the receptor cell, and make a conjunction. Now this conjunction is called the glomerulus. Now this glomerulus is caused the integration of the information which is coming from the different type of receptor cells, right? For that reason, with the only 400 receptors, we can sense 1 trillion of the smell types, right? So after that, the signal goes to the olfactory tract that is composed of the axons of the cells which is present in the olfactory bulb, and after that it goes to the brain where we can sense it. Where we can sense? The olfactory region, okay? And it stores the information of the previous smells in different locations of the brain, which we will discuss in the next class, so that without smelling a biryani plate, we can salivate and we can think about the food. Ta-da! If you like this, you can subscribe. Bye-bye.